How are you looking forward to Pantheon Rise of the Fallen? Why would I be? It looks like dog shit. Like, I mean, if it's gonna be a good game, then great. But, I mean, if I look at Pantheon, there is no way that you can look at Pantheon and say this does not look terrible, okay? It looks like EverQuest 1.5. It's a terrible looking game. It looks like shit. Of course I'm not excited for Pantheon. There's no way. Sorry to say, Alex Central is very excited for Pantheon. I understand that. Alex Central just wants something to succeed that isn't WoW because he doesn't like WoW anymore. Like, that's what it really comes down to. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with Pantheon or anything besides that. He just doesn't like WoW anymore. Okay, let's go down here. I feel like a lot of the hype around these other games, like Pantheon and Ashes of Creation, etc., all of the hype around them is from people that are like, man, I hate WoW. I want WoW to die because I hate it. This is so much better than WoW. Oh, yeah, I hate this. It's all a bunch of people that just hate the current game. And I understand that I'm not the biggest fan of BFA, but I'm not going to pretend, I'm not going to delude myself into thinking that something that has worse responsive times than EverQuest 1 from 1998 is going to do anything else than fucking flop. Sorry. But there it is, man. I'm sorry. It looks like Lord of the Rings Online. It's a terrible game. Like, I'll have to show you guys some footage of Pantheon, and you'll have to see. And obviously, there's a lot of people that'll get, like, really upset and, like, offended about this, right? Because this is, you know, a game they think is going to change the world, right? Because you have a lot of these people, they're just fucking delusional. And I don't know. I'm not excited about it at all. I'll be completely honest with you guys. EverQuest 1 was my life. I never played any of the older MMOs because I thought they were stupid. Like, I played them, or I saw somebody play them, and I'm like, wow, this is terrible. I don't ever want to play this ever. Like, I never enjoyed anything like EverQuest or anything similar to that. It just seemed very unfun to me. Like, losing experience whenever you die, like, as I said, that's just that's a big no-no for me. I can't get over that. We go casual gold? Well, it's not really about being casual. Like, I think it's the difference between, like, being casual and just, like, not wanting to have, like, I don't want to have my time erased. I don't like games that do that erase your time. And anything that does that, I feel like I'm wasting my time, and I stop playing it. I don't want to play games that I feel like I'm wasting my time on. And I understand, you know, it might sound silly if I'm playing WoW, but I don't feel that way with WoW. And games that make you lose experience whenever you die make me feel that way. And I understand it's like an emotional thing, but to not understand that, like, emotional, like, responses and things like that, they play such a huge role in, like, deciding whether people are going to enjoy something or not. It's a massive factor, okay? And that's just, at the end of the day, how I feel. And it's probably my biggest... If Path of Exile didn't have that, I would play it a lot more. Let me say that. You lose gold and WoW, it's the same thing. Well, I consider experience is, like, much more... It's much more correlated to time spent, okay? And obviously it depends on, like, how much. Like, everything is, like... There's a gray area with everything, and to me, the gray area with what they have in something like Path of Exile, etc., makes playing the game unfun, right? And that's what it comes down to. Graphics are not everything. Okay. Do I have to pull up Pantheon and show you guys why I think that it's going to be trash? Like, is this what I have to do? Because I feel like people are just going to pretend like it's an amazing game. Here, well, I'll pull up the game, okay? Just a second. Let me get out of that circle real quick. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Pantheon. Okay. Rise of the Fallen gameplay. Alright. So, let's see. Where are we at here? Elf Wizard pre-alpha gameplay. Hello Kitty.
Okay.
Oh no, it's this stumpy thing that I keep scraping off my boot.
Oh, there's a bear. Oh, yeah.
I thought I was DPS.
Wait, who's healing?
It ain't me. Alright. As soon as this one's done, I'm going out to the other one. I'll try to take them outside, so we're not all cramped in here.
There's the smallest person in the room.
Hey, let me stand beside Nick. Let's get a stick out.
I'm trying to not run out of mana. Oh, I didn't.
Yardstick will work.
Yay. Scatchy! Hey, son of light. Yes, I'm finally able to show it off. We're doing a community stream today. and I'm really.
So anyway, guys, like that's basically the way that I feel, and I saw that, you know, it speaks for itself, and I'm not gonna play it probably. Like, if they make the game better, okay, like if Pantheon comes out and it's a good game and it's rewarding and it's fun and it has an active player base, I might try it. But based off of what I see, it looks like dog shit. Like, it looks like a terrible fucking game. It looks like, you know what a flounder is? Let me show you what a flounder is. It's a type of fish. There we go. That's Pantheon right there. I don't know what about it reminds me of a flounder, but there it is. That is Pantheon. I don't know what it is about him, but I just look at it and I think of that game. Lost Ark? I might try Lost Ark if it becomes more popular and it has a English version, but I think Quinn got banned for trying to play the English version, so I'm not going to waste my time with that, right? Worse than WoW's pre-alpha? Oh yeah, I'm sure it can get a lot better. Look, I get that. But am I going to invest in something that looks like that? Fuck no, it looks terrible. Like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, maybe it will get better. Sure. And also, yeah, it did look a lot worse than... Let's say that does look better than WoW's pre-alpha. Now, what's the difference? 15 years. Give me a fucking break, dude. Give me a fucking break. It looked horrendous. It just looked like a fucking flounder, man. I don't know why, but it has Ashes of Creation. I saw some things about Ashes of Creation, and apparently they did update the combat system, and it does look substantially better. And I am more, I feel more, not necessarily excited. I feel like there's a higher chance of me playing Ashes of Creation than Pantheon. And that's the difference between me bonus rolling Tussa Manaroth from Illidan and bonus rolling it from Ragnaros. They're both 0. It's not gonna happen. I mean, like, if the game is good, I'll play it, but I just don't expect it to be good. I think that's really what it comes down to. Zapex, WoW dies when we get new ideas. Show it? Show Ashes of Creation? Yeah, sure, I can show that real quick. Give me a second, let me pull it up. Ashes of Creation. I don't want to show my search history there. Gameplay 2018. Okay, let's see. There's a video that I saw, right? Why I'm still excited. Pre-alpha livestream. This is 4 months ago. I think I saw one of these, right? Ashes of Creation, show action combat gameplay. Okay, let's just look at this right here. No commentary, thank God. Okay. Okay. So this is obviously, it looks pretty nice. Okay, let's just look at what we've got going on here. This is a nice castle area. These graphics are not necessarily amazing. They don't blow me away, but they also don't blow. So it's a good mix. Okay, so he's gonna fly in here. Okay, let's see what the combat is. Come on, let's see some combat, boys. You're just running around. Let me see if I can find this. Ashes of Creation, Battle Royale gameplay. This is the one that I think I've seen before. Let's see, can I show this? Okay, yeah, this could be it. So it has a Battle Royale
Yay,
feature.
we're in the corner.
Okay, I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay.
My bad.
I'm sorry.
Just a second. Guys, don't pull the boss. Don't pull the boss.
Okay, so, yeah, going back to that. But that is the down.
Okay, let me go right to the end here, okay, guys? And you can see what the gameplay looks
I saw
like.
someone actually ask a question with regards to
Nobody gives a fuck.
because it took
Play
the
the
least
game.
amount of time from the
Okay.
game mode's perspective.
Yeah, we had a big discussion on terms of like what we
This
should
looks
actually
okay.
do going forward in terms
Right?
of
I mean, I'm not
kind of
I'm
the
not
best,
impressed
most
by
efficient
this,
way
but
forward,
I'm not turned off
in
by
order
it
to
either.
get what we need to
Okay.
do, because putting out any kind of alpha
This
or beta
is-
does require a lot of polish.
This is the alpha for a game. Okay? If the alpha looks this good, we could actually see this turn into a really good looking game. 100%, boys. I know that there's like, you know, it's a meme to make fun of this game, and I was also making fun of it, but from what we see right now, I actually think that it could turn into a good game. I don't think that it is a good game. I think it could turn into a good game. And that's the same thing with WoW, really. I mean, let's be honest. What do you think about, wait, what do I think about what? About Crowfall. I don't know. Like, I don't know a lot about Crowfall actually, so I can't really make too strong of an opinion on it. Oops, just a second. Paid opinion? No, it's even better than that. Here's a good way to tell if a game is going to be bad. If the only people that are telling you it's going to be good are making the game. Like, imagine, all right, imagine this. Imagine being so stupid that you're trying to buy a hamburger and you go and you're like, man, I wonder if this hamburger is good. And you go to Burger King or you go to Jack in the Box. Let's say you go to Jack in the Box. So it's going to make a little bit more sense. And Jack comes out and he tells you it's a good hamburger. Are you just going to fucking believe it? Of course Jack is going to tell you it's a good hamburger. It's his fucking box. But you've got to think about it a little bit more analytically. Look at things from a third fucking perspective and look at people that aren't sponsored to play the game and hear what they think about it. I mean, let's be honest. Who's Jack? Bro, you need to buy a TV. Like, what do you mean, who's Jack? He's the guy on the box. What do you think about Guild Wars 2? I think some of the gameplay in Guild Wars 2 is really good, but Guild Wars 2 has the same problems that WoW does, where it's just not rewarding for people who want to put in a lot of time for it. And also, I don't think that it has the depth that WoW has. And I think WoW is lacking a lot of depth, right? Like, you hit 120 right now, what do? You do island expeditions and you do Old Deer. And you do the same quest that you did while you were leveling, except for this time they give you a shitty blue item that's 325. Like, yeah, sorry guys, yeah, the game doesn't really have a lot of depth to it anymore. It's disappointing, but there it is. Yeah, the Black Money action, that's right. Elder Scrolls Online, I've never played it. It looked kind of mediocre, but maybe it's better now, I don't know. What's your best current MMORPG? WoW. Like, for all the shit that I talk about this game, and I feel like I don't mention this enough, for all the shit that I talk about this game, there's no way I'm gonna go play another game. Like, I mean, there's no way I would invest 30,000 hours into another game. Like, if I could go back in time and say, you can invest your 30,000 hours into any other game, like, what would it be? It would probably still be WoW. Like, if I could go back in time and do it all over again, the only thing that I would change is I would have started playing earlier. That's the truth. I wouldn't change a goddamn thing. And I'm not ashamed of that either. I think that's the way that it should be. If you're that like upset about like what you've done, you should look at how you make decisions in the future. Also, Ninja Corrupted Ashbringer. Well, that's why I would have started earlier. Would you change not getting hair? Unfortunately, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I don't think that's really on the menu there.